excited to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Players' Championship is about to begin. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beem in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm very pleased to be covering this particular featured group because there's a fresh rivalry developing. I smell rivalry in the air. It's going to provide some great entertainment to both the spectators and us this week.
So it looks like they aim to beat Justin Thomas. Should add a bit of extra excitement to our coverage today, Henny.
Oh, that goes without saying, Luke, but Justin Thomas will not be easy to beat. I don't think there's a more competitive man out there on tour.
No, you're absolutely right there. He's a complete player. It will certainly be interesting to keep an eye on this rivalry throughout the event.
Well, that's a lovely approach and sets up a birdie opportunity here at the first. Okay, steady now. Oh, I don't mind this par putt. And that's an opening hole par for this player.
That's a rock-solid par right there.
The first of our birdie opportunities comes at the second, par 5.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left, and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
This shot from the first cut of rough. Let's catch up with the current proceedings. Going for this green in 2, Rich. It's an exciting but daunting task.
The green is minuscule from back in the fairway. You know that you have a little bit room over to the left, but you're going to fall off into a low area. And if you miss it out to the right, you're going to find a very deep bunker on the right-hand side of the green. There's really no great miss around here, but if you're going to go for it, you have to know that your short game is going to bail you out no matter where you miss it.
What's in front of them, Henny?
Setting up this putt 25 feet from the cup.
Well, that's a bit disappointing.
This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Yeah, you'll take that.
Checking in on the standings now, and they're currently tied for first, alongside Jon Rahm.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
Going with the 8-iron here. Anywhere up on that dance floor would be nice.
And this player seems to not be too intimidated having Justin Thomas in their group today. That was a fantastic shot into this green.
That was a narrow miss. Putting for a par here. In she goes. Let's head to the next.
And now that finds him in first place. Well, the fourth is another great example that it doesn't need to be a long par 4 to be a testing one. This fourth can be menacing, can't it?
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green, the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
Yep, give yourself a pat on the back. Moments ago, a beautiful shot happened on the course. Let's take a look at it. Okay, time to return to the action. A chance to move to a couple under the card with this putt.
Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
What a disappointment. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert?
And that fine play ensures they hold top spot on the leaderboard, with Jon Rahm trailing in second place.
Oh my, that was launched.
And they're playing from about 140 yards out. He's got a two-stroke buffer. Oh, this one should find the surface. Good shot, this. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf. And just about 8 feet left to the hole. Oh, so close. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Still in the lead now after that hole. The tee shot at the par 4-6 has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
Well, I like that strike. This one's heading well towards the green. That's a great shot into birdie range here at the 6th. 6 feet remaining to the cup.
These are on rails, looking good.
Oh, what a super shot. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. And this effort by Justin Thomas.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7th.
And as you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. You find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Justin Thomas, major champion, world #1 player, really has all the attributes, doesn't he, Rich?
He does. His focus on his own game is amazing. I think that this kid really understands how to play the game. He's got all the shots, but he doesn't try and get up there and hit it as hard as he can every single time. He gets out there and he learns how to play the game, hit the finesse shots when you need it, take some risks when you need to, but also back off when you don't need to. This kid is a real deal, complete game from head to toe.
And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead. And that will take him to 3 under. And after that hole, they currently lead in first place with John Rahm in second. The 8th hole, a long par 3 stretching 240 yards at its maximum. It's no sleeper, that's for sure.
I don't find anything sleepy about this hole. The front of this green is so narrow. There's no place to land it, especially when they put the flagstick there. This hole will grab your attention, as it should, because it's a long iron to a sliver of an opening. Even when they put the pin on the right-hand side, you want no part of it. The center of the green all day long here.
Let's take a look back at this just moments ago. Our player currently in second, making a really great shot. Oh, that's the shot. Go ahead and make one. Don't worry about getting it up and down. And how did that shot impact the score? Let's have a look at the leaderboard. Our leader is currently enjoying an 8-shot advantage. The final hole on the opening 9 at TPC Sawgrass Stadium course, Rich, is a clever 3-shotter.
Par 5, 583 yards from the back. Most players will play this as a 3-shotter. Just find the fairway out to the left, second shot out to the right, sets up a very simple 3rd shot to a very narrow green. Miss it right or left, good luck getting it up and down.
Oh dear. Can he get out of here?
This reminds me of my breakfast. Nice fried egg.
They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Yeah, that's a touch of class. Terrific little chip.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Well, Luke, it's been fun watching this player duke it out with their rival, that's for sure. They're winning the rivalry thus far. Should be fun to see where these two end up at the end of the event.
Sitting at -4, currently leading. Choosing the 9-iron here. A bit wild on approach there.
Lots of greens in regulation today for this player, but not so on this occasion.
If he makes this, he'll save his par. Not a bad line, this.
That will work. Well, that's a phenomenal performance. The lead is now out to 10 shots. Incredible. And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action.
Not a bad line, this one. Time for the second shot at the 11th. Going with a 3-wood here. Yep, that shot's safely on the green.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
It was on a good line. Terrific shot. Almost an eagle.
Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Currently 5 under for the day.
This is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase back is good enough to catch them.
Wow, that was just striped. Second shot here on the 12th.
Yep, that'll work. That's fine.
This putt about 11 feet in distance.
Little birdie look in here.
Ooh. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. And I don't give the rest of the field much hope today. Our leader is way out in front in this final round. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3-13.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
This is a par putt. That gets the job done. Now let's head over and see what JT's been doing.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going.
And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action.
And Henny, what's he facing with this one?
He's looking at perhaps 175, I'd say.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
Not a bad shot, that. Still a chance.
Trying to get to 6 under now with this putt.
Come on, don't be shy.
That's a long-range bomb, and with it, puts extra strain on the person chasing behind them.
He sits in first position.
And I don't know if the rest of the field is up for catching them here today in this final round of action.
The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
Trying to get it to 7 under par with this putt.
Looking for another birdie here. Oh, they're going to walk this one in.
Oh, that's stellar play. Back-to-back birdies, and what a time to make them.
Woo, that is some pretty good breathing room. Out in front by a bunch.
Oh, that was a touch of class. Wouldn't mind seeing that again.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
And this effort by Justin Thomas.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Currently 7 under for the round.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
As we head to the 16th tee, the famous par 5 reached the start of the gauntlet.
Ideally, players want to take their tee shots from right to left. Start off that fairway bunker and move it left back in the fairway. Anything down the left-hand side can get caught up into those trees and really cause players issues with their layup. You find the fairway, now you have a massive decision to make. Go for it or bail out to the left, thinking that's the safe play. It really is not. You have to be brave and try and find this green with your second shot. If not, it could come up and bite you.
Now let's switch our focus to Justin Thomas.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Getting ready to play their third.
Oh, I thought that one was going in. Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it.
Looking good. And that's 8 birdies today. And that will take him to 8 under.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
Quality shot, that one.
Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
This one's 13 feet from the cup. This is their look at birdie.
just didn't drop. Down she goes. Let's head to the next. He's currently sitting in first place. But this is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase back is good enough to catch them. Nicely done. Well, if you find yourself in the fairway, Rich, at the final hole at TPC Sawgrass, you've obviously navigated a very tough shot. But there's just one more to play.
There's one final test. The second shot at 18. Water ever so close to the left-hand side. Green has a lot of movement from back to front. Find the right level. Give yourself a decent opportunity to make birdie. But par, never a bad score at the 18th at TPC Sawgrass.
This one has eyes for the hole. Ooh, right by the hole. Okay, so luckily they've got another chance to get the win here. And that'll do it, Rich. Players' Champion. That's one of the elite wins in their career.
Winning the Players' Championship, Luke, is easily as good as winning any major because the field quality is so amazing. This is going to speak volumes for this player and the career going forward. This is a heck of a win. I can't wait to see what they produce next.
But Henny, that was some impressive play to take down a rival of that caliber and to win the event.